my fellow comic book collectors. Today is Friday, and on Fridays I do my cover challenge where I basically show 10 books related to a particular theme. In this case, it's going to be yellow covers. Last week it was white covers. This month is kind of a color theme, overall theme. But with black covers, which was the first one that I did, it was all about really the difficulty of getting that 9/8, because black covers show every little crease. White covers, which was the second challenge, was all about the idea that white covers get dirty. They kind of fade over time and get kind of that browny look, actually. Well, with yellow covers, it's all about the vibrancy. It's all about that whole, if anyone has like early Superman books, like really early books, the yellow really makes things pop. And I'd love to see if anyone has, anyone that takes up this challenge has those early Superman books. I'd love to see them as part of the challenge because they do really pop. So I'm going to show yellow covers because they pop. They have that kind of vibrancy to them, and I hope you enjoy the ones I chose. So we're going to start out with it's a very yellowy cover. It is Paper Girls #1, and the reason I chose this is it is such a yellow cover. It's actually a wraparound cover. So this is very yellow, as I say, and it is a great yellow cover. Just for that reason, that it's like, even they didn't color in the characters, they left them as black and yellow, which is kind of interesting. So this is Paper Girls #1. It's number 10 on my list, and just a really great yellow cover. Okay, so next on my list, and this is just a really great book. Like, I love this book, and it is a yellow cover. This is Little Dot #1. Now, this is actually the first appearance of Richie Rich, and it is a really great yellow background, and even the can of paint is yellow, though it is a polka dot paint color. I don't know how that works, but definitely a very yellowy cover, and just a really great book. I just always love this book because it is of key significance with the first appearance of Richie Rich. So this is number 9 on my list, Little Dot #1. Now this book is a very yellowy cover. It's a bit more faded because it is an old book, but it's got some life to it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. This is Mickey Mouse Magazine, volume 4, number 2. This is actually the first cover appearance of Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and it's just a great kind of fun cover with them, playing golf, and just a really fun yellow cover. Like, I just think it's got a certain sweetness to it, cuteness to it. I just really like it. So this is Walt Disney, or Mickey Mouse Magazine, I should say. Mickey Mouse Magazine, volume 4, number 2. So from 1938. So that's why it's a bit faded. So just a really great book, yellow cover. Okay. Next one is, this is actually kind of an interesting one. And the reason I chose this is it doesn't have that much yellow. It actually has less yellow than like the other ones that I'm showing. But I'm showing it because it is kind of a cool book. Because normally the company this is from Fiction House. And for some reason, the Fiction House covers have a tendency of fading. And the colors are really subtle and kind of washed out looking. But this copy that I got just happens to have really, really good colors. And I'll show you it. It's Planet Comics number 69. Yeah, number 69. It's one of the last issues in the run. And usually you don't see this kind of vibrant colors. It is a yellow background, so that's why I chose it as a yellow cover. But normally you just don't see these vibrant vibrant colors, and like as I said, they usually look a little bit washed out. But this one is still very vibrant, and which is why I chose it, because it's a great cover too. I believe it is a Maurice Whitman cover as well. So the kind of a cool book. So Planet Comics number 69, or 60, yeah, 69. So kind of cool. Good girl sci-fi cover. And then we got one that I'm actually going to be showing this in an unboxing. This is Avengers number 2. This one, actually, I chose it only because I had such a difficult time with this book. Like, this is my second copy of it. And the first time I got it, and it was also a 2.5, supposedly. And then it got sent off for grading, and it turned out to be a 0.5 because pages were missing. So I ended up buying another copy. I actually got this for less than my original 2.5. And it's a real 2.5. It's graded as a 2.5. But it's one of those covers that is a yellow background, but you got some interesting things. We got Iron Man in his golden or yellow costume, which is kind of cool, like early Iron Man. And it's a cool one because you got all the characters. You got Ant-Man, well, Giant Man, and you got Thor, and you got the Wasp, and you got Iron Man. And this is just such a cool book. I actually think this is the one where Hulk leaves the Avengers. He's only in the Avengers for a very short time. He's in the first issue and this one, but then he leaves. So kind of funny. So this is Avengers number 2. Number 6 on my list is, I love good girl art, and this is a really good girl art cover. This is Cookie, and Cookie number 20, and it's from 1949. I just like it. It's like, that beach thing, and you got the guy kind of checking out all the girls. And it's just a really fun beach cover. I just think it's, one of the things I always associate with yellow, in terms, it's actually my favorite color, by the way, is brightness and kind of humor, and like, it's actually supposed to be associated with insanity, which is kind of interesting, but I always associate with the sun and that brightness. And this has kind of that element of fun sun situation with a day at the beach. So this is Cookie number 20, and just a really great cover. So I always enjoy good girl art covers, so that was kind of a fun one for me. Another thing that I enjoy is just my female characters from the Golden Age and their first appearances. Well, this is a first appearance of Moon Girl. So we talked about the sun, now we're talking about the moon. So this is Moon Girl and the Prince number 1. And Moon Girl, right there, is kind of like another female superhero from the Golden Age. And actually, it was kind of interesting because this title changed many times. Like they never could really figure out what to title the book. They called it Moon Girl, they called it Moon Girl Romance, and they had a whole bunch of things, like a whole bunch of different titles for Moon Girl. So this is Moon Girl number 1, and it's just a kind of a cool actiony cover with her being zapped by this other girl. So just a really great cover. Moon Girl number 1. And speaking of great covers, and this is I love this cover. I wish I could find it in a higher grade, actually, but it is a great cover, is Punch Comics number 20. And this is actually, it's a great yellow cover, and even the main hero is in yellow. But this is actually a really cool book in general because it's one of the few covers from the Golden Age that features nudity on the cover. So there's one of these girls is a nude, topless, and that's kind of strange for the Golden Age. You can't really see anything. It's actually quite innocent, but for the Golden Age, to show any form of nudity on the cover was a big deal. So this is Punch Comics number 20. And it's just a really great cover anyways. Who did the cover? It's Joe Beck and Otto Eppers art. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, just a really fun cover. And yeah, I really like it. I just wish it was in higher grade. That's my only complaint about that book. But it is one that I really like. speaking of books that I really like, that are yellow covers, we got Cindy. And Cindy, this is Cindy number 27. This is actually a famous cover just because it has that typical good girl art. And this is, when people think of like sort of quintessential good girl covers, this is one of them. Just with her like, looking like very charming and cute. And you got the guy waiting in the background for her to get off the phone. And this one is used a lot in tattoo art. And this is one that's a kind of a classic cover. Just very sweet cover. So this is Cindy number 37. Just a really great book from 1949. And my last, but not least, is probably the best yellow cover that I have in my collection, and one of the best comics I have in my collection. This is Wonder Woman #1. It's the first Wonder Woman titled book, and it's just a really great book. Wonder Woman #1. So this is my #1 book, and it's just a great classic cover. I love this cover. So what does it say about it? Cover and art by H.G. Peter, story by Charles Moulton, who's the guys that actually created Wonder Woman. So just a really great book from 1942, I believe. Yep, summer of 1942. So yeah, just a really great book. Wonder Woman #1, my #1 choice for yellow covers. Now, if you want to participate and do your top 10 yellow covers, all you have to do is use hashtag Friday Comic Challenge and hashtag yellow covers and in your title, and make a little video, put it up on YouTube, and everybody in the community can sort of check out your video and check out other people in the community's videos by using that hashtag. So and actually it's pretty great. I see each week everybody kind of checking out everybody's videos. So it's kind of a community building activity. I hope people enjoy it. So thanks again for participating, those who do participate. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.